Welcome back to yet another 6-ball trick. For trick 94 we have the very difficult trick 891, and this trick has been requested to me by the Instagram user Landball Subsidence, which is a very talented and very proficient Japanese juggler, and you should definitely check him out because he does some amazing juggling with shower with a lot of forward patterns that are very Lauge Benjaminson inspired. Very amazing juggler. And I greatly enjoyed this request, but it also took me a long time to really get it going. Now, 891 is very similar in structure to the popular forward pattern 561, but it's 20 times as hard, at least. And I'm not even sure where all the difficulty comes from. But it's probably because you have such a great difference between the small 1 and only high throws with the 8 and 9 the rest of the time. So it's quite easy to mess up the spacing between the 8 and the 9 because you're always focusing on throwing quite high. So getting the proper spacing between both throws tends to be difficult. And that was the greatest hindrance to me when I learned this trick, that I just couldn't figure out how to throw in a way that was A, sustainable, and B, spaced correctly, and C, left me with a time frame to adjust the pattern. And especially the last point was almost impossible to really achieve. With stuff like 891, where you have a lot of quick passes in succession, you don't really tend to have a lot of time pocket or a lot of time in between to readjust the pattern. So it all has to be quite this continuous motion of precise throws and corrections, and it tends to become very difficult very fast. And that's exactly what made 891 such a difficult trick. Definitely top 10 in terms of difficulty. It's probably not as difficult as 86A, 861, 861, which we had prior to that, but certainly in the lower top 10 of all the challenge. Very hard trick, very challenging to do, and for all it's worth, I have to say it doesn't really look that good. But maybe that's just because it was not all that clean when I ran it, but I don't think it's that appealing visually, but maybe that's just me. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed it and see you in the next one. Goodbye.